Thank you again. This is Dr. Victoria J. Hart coming to you with a message called The Art of Zeal. I asked to take a moment in prayer. I'd like to pray Psalm 19:14 prior to my speaking events, so I asked you to take a moment with me. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord. I ask that the people in the range of hearing this message be blessed abundantly. I ask for their safe travels back to their destinations, and as they feel led to share this message with at least one other person. Amen. I will be speaking today on the art of zeal. Charles Fillmore is quoted as saying, "Zeal and enthusiasm incite to glorious achievement in every aim and ideal that the mind conceives," unquote. The magnificent sculptor and artist Michelangelo is credited with creating 44 statues in his lifetime. Most people are familiar with some of the ones he finished: David, the Pieta, and Moses, to name a few. However, did you realize he only finished 14 of his sculptures? And the 30 pieces Michelangelo didn't complete are quite interesting. For example, in one piece of marble, a person may see a sculptured elbow or the beginning of a wrist. The rest of the human form is still locked up in the marble. No piece of marble shows a leg with the thigh, knee, calf, heel, and a foot clearly chiseled out of the hard stone, but the rest of the body remains frozen on the inside of the marble. Upon viewing these unfinished masterpieces in the museum in Italy, a person might think, quote, "What a tragedy, these pieces were never completed," unquote, and continue on his journey. But wait a minute, are you and I and all others not unfolding masterpieces in the hands of a master sculptor? We are in the process of becoming in this journey called life. Becoming what? What tremendous unexplored possibilities are still encased within us? There are always greater things we can do. When we may be tempted to stop along the path of life and enjoy the view, we should just do it. We must never lose an opportunity for seeing something beautiful. But don't stand and stare too long. Give thanks for the blessings, then step forward and move on to new and greater heights. A world of joyousness and enthusiasm, of wonder and delight, unfolds all of us. As we liberate our imaginations and unleash our enthusiasm, who knows what can be accomplished? In his book, Reach Out for a New Life, Dr. Robert Schuller wrote a story in an effort to capture the meaning of enthusiasm. And here it goes, quote, "Enthusiasm is the mysterious something that turns an average person into an outstanding individual. It lifts us from fatigue to energy. It pulls us up from the mediocrity to excellence. It turns our bright light in our life until our face glows and our eyes sparkle. It's a spiritual magnet that draws happy people to us. It's a joyful fountain that bubbles and causes people to come to our side and share their joy. Out of this fountain, there leaps self-confidence that shouts to the world, quote, 'I can, it's possible, and let's go.' Enthusiasm is the long sought-after fountain of youth. Drink from this fountain of enthusiasm, and you will experience a miracle. Discouragement will fade away like the morning's fog in the noonday sun. Suddenly, you'll start laughing, whistling, singing, and you will know you are a child of God. Because enthusiasm, when someone offers it to you, take it, especially if you don't want it," unquote. What a way to live. To live is to create. While consciously creating, how can we move in harmony with life and participate enthusiastically with the divine creative power? The individual who takes up any useful activity as a positive adventure can inspire a similar attitude to others. In what ways can the person who enjoys his work and looks for new ways to be enthusiastic about it set the stage for others to follow his example? If we assume our task with enthusiasm, will those around us likely catch the spirit? Whatever a person does for good or ill can be contagious. A smile can even be contagious, but so can a frown. In closing, so how do we experience real joy and enthusiasm? Perhaps becoming genuinely outgoing is one way. Could developing an attitude of goodwill be another? Or how about making goodwill even stronger by allowing it to become unlimited love for all people? Many people deserve to live a good life of physical strength and health, mental interests, moral and ethical values, and a spiritual purpose. Is a good life partly based on a divinity value system in which joy and enthusiasm serve as both cause and effect? Did you know the word enthusiasm is derived from the Greek and Latin words meaning, quote unquote, possessed by God? So I just wanted to just share this message. I try to always keep them under 6 to 10 minutes. I pray that this message about zeal touches your life. Hopefully it put a little spark into you and your eyes might be sparkling, or you're feeling a little tingly and a little bit lighter and better to go about your day. I am Ask Dr. Victoria at lightyourpurpose.com. I welcome your questions, your suggestions, and if you want any sessions, seminars, or events, just stay in touch. Be blessed now. Have the best day ever.